If you think you're bad at communicating because you have a poor command of English, you're wrong. Bad communication isn't about language. Bad communication is an issue of clarity. So if you apologize for your English even before you start speaking, stop. In this video, I'm going to talk about what are the three elements of good communication that does not involve a good command of English. We're going to talk about what you can do before you start speaking, the blueprint, the foundation, what you need to be mindful for when you are communicating, and the secret sauce after you've already conveyed your message. The first element of a good communicator is the blueprint, setting the foundation with intent and structure. As non-native English speakers, we tend to think in our own language and formulate sentences, and this results in messy ideas and messy sentences. Instead, what you can do is you formulate intent before you even convey your message. Think about what are the purpose of the points. Are you trying to inform? Are you trying to decide, clarify, or ask questions? Once you've decided on your intent of the message, this acts as a filter on how you structure your sentences. Now you're on to structuring your sentences. Focus on short sentences. Abide by the rule, one sentence to one idea. Overcomplicated and long sentences tend to create more confusion than they do clarity. So by setting your intent and clarifying the vision for your message, structuring your message, it will make you a better communicator. The second part to be mindful for when you are communicating is your pace and your tone. As non-native speakers, we tend to speak English very fast because we're either trying to get it over with as fast as possible because we're nervous, or we're trying to sound fluent. Don't do this. Speaking at a slower pace allows you to sound like you're coming from a point of authority, of assurance, like you know what you're talking about. Use silence like a tool. The next time you forget a word, don't say or ah. Use silence. And your next sentence, the next words that come out of your mouth, will sound that much more authoritative and sure. Another thing, as non-native speakers, we tend to use very big and dramatic words and languages. Good communication is typically emotionally boring. When you choose low variant words, you let the message shine on the facts and information instead of the emotion of the message. And this is where good communication comes in. So you've structured your message, you've already spoken your message. The third element of a good communicator is active listening. Active listening can be your superpower. This is where you win. You don't need a strong command of grammar or language to be an active listener. And when you practice active listening, you will be able to practice the mirroring technique. The mirroring technique is when you reiterate what the person you're communicating with has said. For example, you could say, "So it sounds like you're concerned about our latest campaign." When you do this, not only does it make the person you are speaking to feel like you're listening to them, it also buys you time to process the message and create your thoughts, formulate your thoughts clearly. Remember, good communication is not about a good command of language. Good communication is about the clarity and impact of your words. If you practice these three elements by formulating a strong base with intent and structure, use the right pace and tone, and engage in active listening, you will become an effective communicator. Not because your command of English is perfect, but because your presence is.